Hey everyone, it's Martin Price just checking in from What Online Global. I have just been to the business showcase Soutwest in Bristol, and I thought I'd highlight what benefits I got from it. Now, before I went, I had goals of networking with people, making new connections, learning from the presentations that were being done as well, and specifically more learning around what the exhibitors were doing and which stands and stalls were more successful, and looking at the why certain exhibitors were more successful than others with the amount of footfall and traffic that they were getting to their stands. So they were the goals of the day, and I came away and it was chock-a-block. It was really packed, and actually I think there were too many stalls and stands all in a small space, but you know, there was so much interesting stuff that it was difficult to find sort the wheat from the chaff, I have to say, because there was so much there, and a lot of the people like HR companies I just didn't need to talk to. So unfortunately I had to go through all of the stands. It was set out a bit like IKEA, where you were kind of forced around all of the stalls and exhibitors, and as soon as you got eye contact, literally they were on top of you to chat and discuss. And as nice as that was, I'd got my agenda for the day, and yeah, like I said, some of them weren't relevant to my business. So great day, and I sat in on 3 presentations. The first one was Google, and it was a social media strategy presentation. The guy was really good. It could have been more interactive, because the crowd, it was so noisy in the hall that the crowd weren't always interacting with him when he was asking questions, but he did a great job, and I learned a lot from that as well, using Google tools and Google Learning as well. So that was one of the presentations. The second one was Mark Wright from Climb Online, who I'd met before at one of his conferences, ClimbCon 2019. And yeah, that again, Mark is always on fire. So really impressed with how he presented and what he presented, the content of what he presented as well. Really good, and learned a lot from him as well. And his presentation was building your business with digital. So really happy with what I saw there with Mark, and I made a connection with him again, and I basically signed up for ClimbCon 2020, and the deal I brokered with him was that I would like to interview him. So he agreed to that, and we've just got to connect up now and work out logistically whether I go down to his offices in Bristol, London, or we just do a Zoom call and we take the interview remotely on a Zoom call. So that was great, and thanks Mark Wright for agreeing to that as well. And then the third one was leadership in times of adversity, and I need to look in the booklet now as to, it was Lewis Moody, a guy called Alan Chambers, a guy called Wayne Hoyle. They are a former Marine and a former UK Special Force guys. Lewis Moody, as I said, ex-international rugby player from England, and Dr. Neil Coonihan. I'm assuming I'm pronouncing that correctly, but he's a business leader and entrepreneur, and they are doing a trip to the South Pole. So their talk was about leadership in times of adversity, and yeah, that was really inspiring as well. So they were the 3 presentations. What did I learn? So to cap this video off, what did I learn from it? I had my goals before I went. I fulfilled the goals. I did network with a lot of people and made some new connections, and yes, I got a lot of business cards from people, and it was a lot of branding, design, websites, marketing type of connections. And I have to say, I did catch up with Robin Waite as well, and bought his book. Got a signed book if anybody's interested in buying a signed Robin Waite Take Your Shot book. And then, yes, what did I learn? So planning your social media marketing campaign via HootSuite, and so that you can put it onto autopilot throughout the week. That was the first thing. I knew HootSuite was there, but just haven't been using it. So that's something that I should really implement in my business going forwards. Using Temi, again, it's something that I knew about but haven't used. So subtitling videos is absolutely critical because that also goes into the algorithm for the search engine optimization as well. So I kind of knew subtitles were important, but this is just something else that I need to implement because when it was Mark Wright that discussed this, and it's basically, you know, when people are either in the toilet and they've got their phone on silent, they read the subtitles while watching a video temporarily, or if they don't want to make a noise on the train and they're reading the subtitles at the same time. So different scenarios where you're watching a video but don't want the sound or can't have the sound on. So great tip there, use Temi for subtitling your videos. Google Alerts to follow trending content. I never thought about this. So get a Google Alert, put in your topics of interest for your market, for your niche or for your market, for your business, so that you can see on a daily basis what is trending, so that you can get out there and add to that trending content. Another great tip. And the next one was the Google Digital Garage free learning. Again, I know that Google have got so many products out there, but this is one I hadn't come across. And because I sat in on one of the Google presentations, I was actually meant to go to a second one in the afternoon, but I had to leave early to get back. So apologies, I didn't see the what was the second one? Can't remember. Anyway, so yes, I missed a second presentation, but from the first Google presentation, it was all around the Digital Garage free learning sequence of courses that you can take online for free. So I'll check that out as well. And then finally, the LinkedIn Live application. This is totally new, I believe, I was told. And it's something that I need to get on top of as well, using my videos on LinkedIn as well as everywhere else. So what else did I get from it? Yes, like I've already mentioned, I talked to Mark Wright and a few other people about getting interviews with them as well, because I'm doing this social experiment of interviewing entrepreneurs of where they are in their journey now, where they're going to be. I'll re-interview them in 1 year, 2, 3, 4, and 5 years to see if they continue on that journey, or whether they pivot and totally go in a different direction to where they thought they would go over that 5-year period. So look out for that series. If you are an entrepreneur and interested in being interviewed, let me know. I've put the message out there on all my social media channels for 20 entrepreneurs, and I'm into double figures already. So be quick, because those spaces are going away, and it's going to be an amazing social experiment. And yes, that was it from the Business Showcase Southwest. I think that's all to report. On the whole, fantastic day, really busy, a bit too busy for my liking. It could have been a bit less busy so that I could have got round more and spent more time with each of the stalls that I was actually interested in. But apart from that, no complaints at all. The transport to and from the venue was the free park and ride as well, or you could park on site for a fee. So yes, really happy with how that went today, and I hope you enjoyed this kind of review video of that showcase. Thumbs up and marks out of 10, probably 8.5 out of 10, guys. Thank you very much, and I will tag all of the guys that I've mentioned in this video so that they can see this review. Take care, and I'll catch up really soon.